my S's sometimes. Welcome in everyone to another stream. Michael Jackson is welcoming us in with a beautifully made song, innovative song. But anyways, to kick it off real quick, I wanted to go over a post I made today because I wanted to elaborate on this. What did Meteor say? Clip it. Anyways, going back to the post. Okay, so I'm always getting asked about what ifs in my chat while trading with Meteora AG on live streams. Here are the three scenarios of the single-sided sold DLMM. So basically, I go over all the scenarios. What I wanted to get into was some of these comments, especially this one. Used to think the only good exit was price pumping out of range. Held too long waiting for the ideal scenario while fees started slowing and price action got sketchy. Now I exit when the trade has given me what I come for. It doesn't matter if price is still in range. So this is something where if you're an LPer, you're getting into LPing, you can't be an LPer without being a trader. Okay, so when you're LPing, you are always still going to have to make the decisions on obviously when to get in, but also when to get out, and exiting the LP is usually going to be the most important thing about it, because you either get out in a loss, you either get out in profit, you either get out in decent profit, or you get out in a ton of profit. So, for example, going to the Sam LP, I played this for a little bit. I didn't play the pump up. I saw it get sent in my chat or something. My friend had already printed like 4 Solana somehow on this token. On the pump, not really. I usually am not playing this initial pump, but what I wanted to mention here is that the first order of business is how powerful Meteor is, because what I did was I made a range from like the top. I think I got in right here. I went all bid ask and I went minus 90% on this, because on newer tokens, yes, it's fine. If you've really high confidence that it's a good meme or something, you can go tighter than 90%. I could have gotten away with tighter, obviously, but I didn't know. Again, I didn't do my research on this. I was just going in because there's a ton of volume. So if I'm not very confident or I don't know a ton about the token, I'll go wider because I'm more worried about it rugging to 0. So anyways, as you can see, a 50% range would have gotten absolutely obliterated, but in this case, the 90% range worked, and I got out actually right here for 0.3 in profit. And part of the reason is because I saw the volume tapering off, and I just didn't know anything about the coin. Again, I was kind of late. I haven't been looking at tokens really today, and I just saw this one pop up, so I was like, whatever, I'll play it. It's very high volume. But as you can see, the difference in the skill that comes in is when you get out, okay? And this is kind of akin to the strategy that I say after the initial price discovery phase. You are bidding it for a bounce. This is more applicable to this one, but it can also be applicable to multi-day LPs and all of that. Anyways, I got out here. But if I had stayed in, obviously I would have made a lot more. And now it's pumping all the way out. So obviously the right move here was to stay in. But it doesn't matter. I just got my profit and now I'm done. Maybe if it keeps surviving, I might get in again. But the point here is that I took my profit and moved on, and I'm not perfect. Obviously I could have made more if I stayed in for a little bit longer or stayed in this whole time. But also, it's important to just note that you can get out on these first bounces, even if it's not very heavy. If you're playing kind of a bid-ask dump catch kind of strategy and you get one of these tiny bounces, you can get out for money. So anyways, I don't know if I came to a conclusion here, but basically your exits are never going to be perfect, and you just kind of have to do your best, and that's where the frustration sometimes can be if you sell too early or you sell too late for a loss or something like that. But basically, you're just going to have to work on this, and experience and insight is always going to make you better. So never going to be perfect. I obviously wasn't perfect on this, but I was happy taking this. I don't have any sort of FOMO towards this play, even though if I stayed in, I probably would have gotten like, I don't know, 1.5 soul, maybe something like that. But no FOMO here. I got out, I'm happy. So that's all I'm going to go over for now. Please help me. I caught this one at 17k. Nice, Kenny. Anyone have any questions? That was more for people watching it back who want a quick info from the start of the stream. I don't really like this. Is this a printer token? No, it's not. I don't know why the volume. Why does it have 15 mil? Okay, I was obviously sleeping today because I did not see any of this. And why is it like, bro? This looks like a fucking meteor launch with this volume. This is not real. This is not real volume. I'm gonna ask the fellas in the group chat real quick. We'll see if we can get a live response from one of them. No worries. Okay, that's Ian. I know him. He's shilling his token. I didn't really have a look into it. What the fuck is Uncraft? Straight volume bot, right? Why does it look like a Met token launch, but it's on pump? Sam, this one. I was already going over. I already played this and got out. So Degen trading. You cut the Sam pump. Nice, nice. I was kind of going over how I played it. I was like in the shower or something, and I hadn't showered yet, but my friend sent me a P&L for like 5 soul, and he must have played this pump. Typically on Meteor, I'm actually not looking for this initial pump, believe it or not. I'm actually looking for this dip and bounce, because I actually start my ranges like really high up, and then I cover down like, let's say like 90. I went 90% in this case, so I had maybe 6 Solana spread out in a bid-ask fashion all the way down here, like this kinda, and I got it for like 0.3. I made 0.3 soul on this, and that's fine. I didn't have time to look into the narrative, or else maybe I would have stayed in, and obviously if I stayed in, it would have been way more profitable. But as you guys can see, power of meteors, I started my range all the way up here, it dumped, and I just needed this tiny little bounce to be in profit, which is really cool. What's up, Dave? How you doing, boss? Are you talking to me, Monero? Cool, didn't ask. Bro, it's content for this stream. What are you salty about? Bro, my science grades are lower than the gates of hell. Bro, how are you failing science? That class is like... High school science should not be that hard. Strike. What is the CA? CA for which one? Okay, Queen FX. 0.3 profit for the stream. I mean, that's just how I play. I'm not one to fake what I make, if you know what I'm saying. Also, we've had a great week, and we are up approximately, I think, like 40 soul the past week, so... I'm happy. There's nothing you can say to rage bait me right now. I'm satisfied with how I'm performing. Nah, grade's gonna be at the same level of the Heaven of Gates. Bro, what subject are you on, Strike? We'll take a little bit of a break to help Strike with this science homework. Blocking the FX trader, perfect. BWT. Do I even want to look at this? Ah, hell nah. Ah, hell nah. No offense, but hell no. What were you talking about? You're talking about your science grades. What do you need? What subject are you in, bro? You need help with something, Strike, yeah. We only have 4 viewers, so I'm down to help you out here. What? Bro, what is my landscape thing flagged for? I just got flagged on TikTok. Bro, I think she just reported the fucking stream. Like, what? So cringe. I'm about to ban that motherfucker. Blocking. Fuck that bitch, Loki. Like, what are you're coming here to shill Barron Trump memes and just be an asshole? It's like, no thanks. Wait till you see the toolkit I'm building. I'm excited, Dave. Bro, I'm so annoyed. Why did my channel get restricted? Like, I know she just fucking reported me because I said BWT is a shit coin, which it is. Like, fucking grow up. Gosh, that's so annoying. What you building, Dave? What you building, Dave? Good news is Doge is still doing well. Honestly, like I said, I haven't looked at too many tokens. Did you eat on Asteroid? Bro, Dave, like, what is that? Hey, thankfully we're getting... Guys, if you're in the TikTok chat, please stay, follow me, please, and share the video if you get any value, because this salty lady was in here trying to shill some dog shit token, and I said it was ass, and then I saw them leave, and I instantly got restricted. So if you'd be so kind to just stay here, I'll look at any tickers you want to. I'll try to explain what I do here, but again, I know, Dave, it's some bullshit, man. What the fuck is that? Thoughts on Crime XBT wearing a bulletproof vest while trading? Bro, it makes me so annoyed when people put the period in Crime XBT, because that's the only way. Oh, Doc, thank you so much. Yeah, TikTok is the only place I couldn't get the flat out Crime XBT handle. Oh, thanks, Dave. I appreciate you. What do you think for Captain B&B, the mascot of B&B? Anyways, Dev, I wear it for... Oh, thank you guys. Thank you for following. Thank you for following. I wear it to exemplify... I've always liked heist movies and heist vibes in GTA, and I wanted to... oh, shit. I got a fucking hat. I didn't even put it on. Thanks, Doc. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. I wanted to wear it to capture attention, and I thought I could curate a cool vibe, all that. Hey man, I bought the coin you promoted yesterday and I got rugged for all my money. Guys, look at this guy. You think I actually made a coin? You think I actually rugged you? I would never ever do something like that to my followers. Anyone that actually knows me knows I wouldn't do it. So thank you for the free viewership, Irish Gringo. Bro, just trying to scam. It's so sad. It's so sad, the space. Hey! Doc, give me the hat. Let's go. I appreciate you. Thanks, Doc. You're the best. Bro, it was the tongue small willy. I did not shill. I would never shill that token, bro. I don't shill any tokens. Anything I say on this channel is not a buy or sell recommendation. Everything here is literally for educational purposes only. Anyone that's been here knows I shill literally no tokens. Bro, the whole space is everyone selling on each other. Yep, and that is the exact reason I'm here trying to give you guys free info, okay? Because the only way that most people make money in this space is scamming and promoting dog shit and selling on their followers. I am one of the only ones. Yes, I have a community behind me, but if you took all my communities away, I could still be profitable every single month. Actually, that's a lie. I would still be profitable year over year trading by myself, and that's the power of using Meteor and learning to trade by yourself, because you know, most people rely on insider information and copy traders and marketing on TikTok and then selling on their followers. This stuff is completely solo. You guys can learn this and not talk to anyone else and still make money year over year. Clobber is in here. No fucking way. No way. Hey, what's up, Dave? Yes, not everybody. Strikeo's trolling. Strikeo literally copy and paste the worst comments in the chat. I love you, Strikeo. Dang, Clobber, what are the odds I see you here, bro? How did you even come across the stream? Was it on your homepage? Because some stupid lady, or some girl trader, or whatever you want to call her, some LARP, came in here, was saying that I traded this. I was like, oh, I traded too. And they just had a sour attitude. They were like, okay, and? It's like, what do you mean? I'm just fucking giving my explanation. And then they showed some dog shit. And I was like, this looks terrible. And I saw them leave, and I instantly got my live restricted and suspended. I'm gonna stop whining, but it's just like, really, bro? Like, imagine being that person. Dave says, wait, I don't know. Uh-oh, Dave is beefing in the chat. Oh, you found it on the X? I don't have TikTok, just made this account for you, bro. I'm Unk too, Clobber, don't worry. Thank you for coming on here, though. Dang, you were ghost watching in the X chat. I see. I was like, what the fuck? Damn, you actually made an account? I appreciate that. We'll show Clobber while we're at it. Not that anyone watching doesn't already know about them or would use it if they don't know about Meteora. But this is a very, very neat tool that you can use to see liquidity and levels on the chart across multiple dexes and across multiple sexes, which is like really cool, especially with bigger tokens. Like Troll is probably going to be a good example because there's a lot of sex and dex liquidity. I don't have the pro version. I'm sorry, Clob. But as you can see, it shows liquidity levels on the chart, the cumulative, and then there's one where you can see historical. It's very, very cool. Holy crap! I've never seen this view. By exchange type. Yeah, as you can see here, half of that's actually interesting. It's not entirely 50. It's like 60-40 sex with the dex, but that's not really what I've expected actually. Now I'm gonna choose a token that I'm actually in and interested in. Yeah, that checks out. There's probably no other. Yeah, it's all Meteora DLMM. But anyways, if you are techie and you actually care about where resting liquidity sits on the chart, Clobber is a great tool to use. I've always really enjoyed the software. Not that I use it that much, just because I'm usually too lazy, to be honest. But like, if you want the info, it's here and very helpful. Okay, done chilling. Like Kingfisher, Dave says it's slick. You've been watching next Friday. What are you talking about, Div? What's up, Div? You like that song? Thanks, Dave. Thanks, Dave. Yeah, Dave doesn't scam either. He's a real one. What did it say about my restriction? 10 minutes or something? Bro, honestly, I'm so triggered. So I got banned for hate speech, bro. Like, what are we talking about, TikTok? I'm usually good on TikTok. They usually got me, but nice tool. Yeah, Dave, Clobber is pretty OG in the space. Don't you lie. Div, what we thinking about this chart here? Bro, preach the shout out, of course. Again, probably none of your customers would be in here. None of your potential customers would be in here, but I always shout you guys out. I always like the software you made. I was actually in the call back when you gave it in the association. I think that's where I first saw. I'd seen the platform before that call, but I remember tuning into that whenever that was. I don't even know how long ago that was. This Samcoin crazy app, seen it before, bombed but missed it. I played it for a little, and like I said, I had like a 90% range on it and just got out right here for like 0.3 soul. But that was it. Oh, sick. That was my first webcast. Yeah, I remember that, bro. I'm OG. Don't worry, Clover. My name back in the day used to be Chives, actually. So if I chatted with you, I think actually on Chives' account back in the day. Funny enough. Doge pulls a hodl. I don't even remember what hodl was. What's up with Uncraft, by the way? Do they just have a massive, crazy volume bot running? Like, I don't get how they, like, they must have some serious funding to even achieve. I get it's all being, you know, not necessarily wash traded, but you know what I mean? But like 15 mil in volume to be doing that is still a lot. Like, they probably need, like, I don't know, what, 300k funding or something like that? 200k funding, something like that? Maybe more, maybe like 500k, 1 mil. I have no idea. But yeah, very interesting. Very interesting coin here. Bro, Irish Gringo, I'm gonna ban you if you keep talking some bullshit, okay? Tung Tung Small Willie was massive in the next 100x. I just have a feeling this is Strikeo, bro. Has to be Strikeo, actually. Am I gonna get baited into looking up Tung Tung Small Willie? Bro, oh my gosh. He got me. Irish Gringo's fucking Strikeo the whole time. Bro, why? Are you really looking on your phone and on your computer? Bro, he's so dumb, Div. He's so dumb. You think Triple T gonna pull an... Yeah, Clobber. Yeah, it's Chives. It's Chives. Hey, what's up, Chill? Nice to see you here, boss. You been cooking on anything? I didn't really play much today. I've been in the long-term Doge pool, and I played Sam for like a brief period, but I just got out on literally this bounce for like 0.3, so nothing really today. Let's go! The TikTok audience is growing a little bit. 14 viewers now. Everyone, please drop a follow. Please like the content. And share it, because I got restricted earlier from some salty MF in here who they shielded a token. I looked at it, it was literally dog shit, and then they left and reported me, I guess. Yeah, Strikeo is one of my most loyal viewers. He's the boy, I love him, but he's just always trying to rage bait me in the chat, and he has like 3 fucking accounts that he just comes in here and waits for me to tell when one of the accounts is his. Is anyone making money in crypto these days? Playing Fat Choi, but that's all. I got you. Please. Yes, there are still people making money in crypto. It's fewer right now because there's not as much volume here. But actually, the past week/2 weeks, there have been runners that have been waking up the trenches. Like we had Unk, we had Asteroid. Tonight we had Sam. Not that I played this like very heavily, but there is still ways to make money here, especially if you utilize Meteora, which is what I trade on. This is how I've grown the account for. Started the challenge a little over like a year and a half ago. I started on August 1st of 2024. And the balance you see on screen is what we've gotten to. I actually had a pretty bad downturn for a while. This isn't completely accurate, but as you can see, at one point we were down 2k. I don't remember being down 2k, but we were down a lot of money. I guess that's like, is 2k 40 SOL? I was down like 40 SOL at one point. And we have thankfully climbed our way back out. This total P&L is actually not entirely accurate, believe it or not, but it's fine. The P&L tools are not always going to be accurate because there's still positions that you can just keep open and not close. Dude, this song is fire. No way you like All That Remains. Chill. That's fucking crazy. I think you're the first one ever in the chat to ever know All That Remains. Dang. I know, bro. Honestly, I have been seeing your posts about it, and I have been fading some of the printer coins. But my friends have been playing them, and they've been doing really good. Um, I know. It's my fault. It's a bad take, but it's fine. I don't know about that, Moon Man. What's up, Brando? How you doing, boss? 10x's in a week. Nice, chill. Fat Choi at 200k. Chill. My friend Div, my good friend Div, in the chat says, "Are printer devs making money?" Dang, I faded it. It's fine. It's fine. I played fuck. What was the printer coin I played? I don't know. It's because also, chill. It's because I have been mainly focused on this play this week, and I don't know. I didn't want to be in too many positions to keep track, but my friend was building a big position in Belief. This is it. Damn, bro. That's fucking wild. Well, I faded some good RR, but it's all good. It's all good. I'm happy you've been cooking, though. I'm glad you've been cooking, chill. Strikey says some salty void reported my talk. Hey, you're damn right. Thanks for the follow, Matic Coin. I really appreciate that. Do the follows not pop up on screen anymore? What? I swear they should. Did you guys see it pop up? It says they're on. I don't know. Let me know in the chat if you saw the follows pop up. Guys, everyone try following me to see if the notification works. Wink. I assume they are, Div. I assume they are. Can you please check it out? New stealth launch. I'm the dev. Sure, we'll check it out for you because no one else is saying anything. But you should know that anything I show on stream is never a buy or sell recommendation. And I'll always give you my honest thoughts on it. So if I... like, no offense, but I am probably just not... I just don't buy anything. I'm glad you got 7k in volume. It's not the play for me personally, but I hope it goes well for you, sir. I always respect people trying to dev and make it, so I hope it works out, but again, doesn't fall into my playbook, so I'm going to have to skip out on that. But I'll leave it up on screen for a little bit just for you. Yum, yum, yum. I don't think I can say that without giving context, Strikey out, but like sometimes I'll pull that that line out with some friends that should know what I'm talking about, and like it gets no laughs, and I'm like honestly, we gotta show you guys. Yum yum yum. I eat dick all day. This one is so fucking good.
Don't you guys fucking learn how to actually play the fucking game and talk?
Shoot a gun, dog. Learn how to fucking shoot a gun, you fucking riot shield. What else you want me to fucking do? Riot shield. I'm a pussy that use riot shield. Oh, now I'm a pussy. What do you want me to use? You tell me what you want.
I don't think I can play this on people.
Tell me what to fucking use, huh? Tell me what to fucking use, huh? Tell me what to fucking use to play the fucking game, and I'll still fucking work you. You fucking fucking faggot. Pussy. That's right. Yum 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 yum. I eat dick all day. Yum 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 yum. I eat dick.
You wanna fight?
He spams it, and you hear the one guy start laughing, and the fucking no, bro. I just got restricted for 10 minutes for playing that. Oh my gosh, bro. I gotta stop. What is with this, bro? Like, the TikTok is literally the devil, and they're restricting me for some choice words. Like, bro, come on. Yum yum yum. I eat dick all day. All right, I gotta stop. It's because it has the F word in it, and they're all fucking sensitive about that. Like, come on. I just ruined my TikTok rep hard in one stream. Anyways, let's try to find some tokens and get back to the main portion of the stream. You gotta keep it entertaining. I was talking to HMC, who's like, you can be talking about nothing, and if your stream is entertaining, people will watch. I was like, you're honestly right. So we try to have a good mix of education. Dang, you know this song, Div? No way. Bitch, where that cash at? Hey, I'm just having fun. We don't have too much viewership, but I appreciate all you guys in here and hanging out with me. It always just makes it so fun. Believe it or not, I'm usually like really tired before I come on stream, but having my friends around here. Oh, hey, shots. That's my favorite line. I bring the jets out. 0.62. I think about it, bread. Of course, Div knows this. It's the Cali anthem. Div, when did you find this song? When did you find this song? This was this came out when I was going the summer, or I found it this summer going into college. So this was summer of 2018 is when I was jamming this every day. Middle school? Yeah, makes sense. Damn, okay, it was way earlier than I thought. Dang, my TikTok viewership is fucking cashed. 110 minutes it says. 10 minutes and I'll be good. Sam is taking cracking a little bit to the downside. I've given like no educational content this stream, but that's because no one's asking, so I'll wait till people ask. What's really fucked up, guys, Div, is the layout on Twitch better now with the chat? Like, hey, Hamburger, not many viewers but already international. Hamburger, how'd you, I feel like, do I recognize your name or no? I think I remember you, maybe. Strikeo's gooning, great. I fixed the stream, Div, because the chat was in the way, bro, and I gave a really, I was in the perfect LP where the price was moving around these bins, bro. On the TikTok recording, it was cut off the whole time, and no one even told me. And then I was like, ah, fuck, it's you can't see the purple moving and the blue moving on TikTok. I was like, I'll go to my other stream, bro. I had the fucking TikTok chat covering the LP positions. First time here? Oh, okay. Welcome in. Watch out. What's the minimum market cap before you'll get into a coin? So, yo, what's up, Larma? Larma cuz, thank you for all your support on X, by the way, Larma. I see you like liking and replying to everything. I really appreciate you. Seriously. What's the minimum market cap? I don't really have a minimum market cap. Typically, Dave, I don't play anything below like 100k usually. Unless I see like a meme that I think is good early that has a ton of volume, I'll play it between like 150k and like 20 or 30k maybe. I've been doing that more recently, like especially with Doge, right? Like I was LPing Doge back here, which was like 160, and I think it went down to 60k, something like that, 50k maybe. So I was LPing this one really early, and it's just really comes down to like the meme, and also this was getting good volume, so I had better reasons. So I don't like to set specific parameters on market cap, especially in this market. Like back in the day, it was really easy to say I'm not going to play anything under 300k because everything used to run to like a mil minimum. You know what I mean? So, but now like it's just stuff doesn't run, so sometimes you're forced to play lower cap stuff. And same thing with Clav. Fucking hell. Clav was like running up like okay, and then people just cheated it, so I'm still LPing this one, which is at 27k market cap. So yeah, no minimums, but and sometimes like I even get more sketch about high market cap stuff because it can fall so low, And like if a coin's at like 9 mil and you go 90% down, the bottom of your range is 900k. You'll probably get bounces. You can probably go tighter, right? If it's at 9 mil, you might make your range down to like 3 mil maybe and try to get out there. But still, you know, 9 mil, it can easily rug past 900k, which is 90% down. So thanks, Dave. I see you sharing the live. Oh, Larma said, what crime am I committing today? No crimes, no crimes. Just getting our usual ban or restriction on TikTok Live, which sucks. Dang, Giff, I didn't know it came out then. Really, you don't trade low caps. Almost everyone I see is almost always trading new pairs. So, Hamburger, welcome to the other side of crypto Twitter. We are kind of a small band of traders that use Meteora, but typically we are actually, instead of just playing the new pairs and instantly dumping it once it gets up, we're usually not always looking for a pump, believe it or not. We're not always looking for tokens that go straight up. We want to find tokens that range around for a little bit. So, in this case, right, I had a different range on it. We can maybe exit out of here so we can make a different range. So, basically, what we're trying to do on Meteora, instead of just buying a token and having it go straight up, we're trying to predict a range where the price is going to stay. Because on Meteora, let's say this is where you get in. So everything past here is going to be your pool. Now, I might put in, let's say, in this position exactly, I think I put in 6 Solana in here, right? That's spread across this range. Now, in Meteora, you actually earn fees based on volatility and volume. And that is because other traders are actually using your liquidity to swap through. So you have your Solana spread out in here, right? Bunch of Solana, 6 Solana, but it's spread out between a bunch of different price ranges. Now, when the price comes down into your range and starts executing some of your orders, you can think about it like that. Once it starts coming in and swapping your Solana, from this very point on, the price comes down, your Solana is getting converted to the token. When this happens, in Meteora, you can enter liquidity pools, and your pools allow you to charge incoming fees. So on this one, for example, I'm charging 5% in tax every time price goes through. So in this case, when it goes down, I get fees in the token. When it goes up, we get fees in Solana. When it goes down, we get fees in the token. When it goes up, we get fees in Solana. When it goes down, we get fees in the token. When it goes up, we get fees in Solana. So you can see how Meteora is such a powerful tool because you're actually profiting on all of this volatility, and as opposed to like someone could be like, oh yeah, I could trade this range. You'd have to be fucking perfect and get out, buy here, get out here, buy here, get out here. Very hard to do that, and basically nearly impossible. But on Meteora, you can create a conceptual range here, and instead of being perfect and having to buy the tops, buy the bottoms and sell the tops, you can just predict a range, and the price going back and forth is going to earn you fees while it's going sideways. And there is literally nowhere else, I guess some other AMMs and some other, there's nowhere else that you can do this in such a customized manner. That sounds broken. It is broken. It's very broken. It's harder just because of the market right now. It's harder, but yes, this tool is very broken, and a lot of new pair traders like don't fucking they just don't care or don't know about it. But like, bro, if the fucking richest trenchers and new pairs traders in the world actually just took some time to learn this, they would be able to apply it so well. But for some reason, none of those guys like to learn new stuff. I swear, like, especially talking about my one friend who is a trencher. Like, he's a new pair trader, a dev, and every time I bring up Meteora, he just doesn't want to hear it. I don't know if it's because they have some like high egos or something, or they think, I don't know, but no common trader. The biggest whale that uses this tech is like Busy, if you know him on Twitter, that I know of. Obviously there's undercover whales that know about it, but like in terms of like Cupsy and all of them, I don't think any of them fucking use Meteora, which is absolutely crazy because the tech is, yes, broken. Androgenic guy, you know him? Yes, Strike, I do. So dang, you got out low on that one. Which one, Dave? On Doge? Wait, what? No, Strikia, what did he say? I just remember Draymond Green walking out. Dang, I think I remember that clip. I like what makes me money. It doesn't matter how. I hear you. The main reason people don't like this as much, Hamburger, is because it's a little bit slower. It's not there's definitely hard dopamine involved while you use this, but it's not the dopamine you get of like getting in something early and like schizo selling, FSHing the chart. You know what I mean? Am I really gonna view androgenic on the stream? Bro, Strike, I always fucking like that rot shit is so funny, and like I'll just text my friends, like I texted my friends today, completely unrelated, but I was like, yo, did you guys see what y'all see what androgenic said today? Just you know, I'm a bullshitter, so I like trolling and saying stupid stuff to get a reaction.
Now I'm gonna.
Dang, TikTok killed my shit, bro. And I posted something. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Let's see if oh, trading isn't about luck. It's about focus. Every chart, every candle, every pattern rewards the person who pays attention longer than anyone else. That is such a fucking lie. You're not competing against other traders. You're competing against your own distractions. Okay. You'll find out that your biggest wins don't come from the trades you take, but from the trades you don't take. That is true. Discipline will make you richer than any single lucky move. True. But also, important to say, sometimes all you need, and this is like bad because I'm very risk on and I manage risk very, very well. I cut my losses and I believe in consistency, but sometimes you just need one generational trade in your life to make it. So that's not entirely true. When you focus, you start to see. When you focus, you start to see what others miss. The structure, the flow, the story behind price movements. That's when trading transforms from a gamble into a system. There's nothing random about success. Every hour you study, every moment you stay locked in while others quit, you're building something that will last decades. Well, it doesn't chase the impatient, it follows the focused. Yeah, I'm not really sure that focus is the main determining factor. Just saying, just because you stare at the charts with wide eyes all day long is not going to make you profitable. But hey, that's what gets the views. Anyways, bro, it didn't even post. My video didn't even post. You've got to be fucking shitting me. Listen, I'm bored more normies to the trenches. I'm trying. Bruh. It didn't post. My video didn't post. Okay, it's posting 96% left. And then we should get an influx of viewers. Yeah, I posted. Alright, this is the edit someone made. Wait, why are we having trouble? Come on, bro. Yeah, here we go. Dave, did you see this? I think you did. Check out this edit someone made. My friend Nixo actually made this. What the fuck is going on with the zero volume? Alright, there you go. Watch it. Bro, your playlist is good. Thanks, chill. Yo, what's up, Alex? Bro, the one thing I don't like about this video is, like, the camera is from my shitty, like, 480p camera. You know, like, that's the only thing, but, like, it's still really cool. I still am very, very proud to have that made. Thanks, Chill. Yo, what's good? It sounds very interesting, the Meteor knowledge. Would you mind going a little bit more in depth on the execution? Ah, come on, Strike. It is tough. Okay, I'll show you how to enter a pool. So, bro, I made such a good example the last stream, and then I realized like half of the screen was cut off, so it's like not even really usable. But I'm just gonna have to wait until a good opportunity comes back because so let's try to find a token that I might play. We'll do Fat Troy since Chill is in here. Wait, I just typed in Chill into the fucking F in the chat. So let's say Fat Troy, right? We like the way this looks. Again, I'm not shilling this token, but this isn't. This is probably like a B type meme for my strategy. What we're looking for, right, is for something to come down into our range, maybe a range around, and get a bounce. On Meteora, if you set your range up here, you're actually, and let's say it comes down to here or something, and bounces. On Meteora, if you set up your range up here the right way, and you are covering, let's say it's at 2 mil, this is 200k, let's say at the bottom of our range was like 100k. This would get really hairy and really tight here. No pun intended on that. But if it dumps, right, and gets one decent bounce, you can get out for profit on Meteora here. So, let's say we see this token, and we're like, okay, I don't think this thing is going to rug all the way to 30k, but I think it's going to come down a little, maybe down to like 500k and get a spike to like 1 mil. In this case, right, we would go, grab the CA, go to Meteora, go to pools, paste the CA. We'll see what pool is here. We can see there's a lot of TVL in this pool, actually. 40k on this one. Now, like we were saying, this is really where the execution comes into play. Now, what I do is I usually don't buy any token for the upside. So, here, I'm going to minimize this for you TikTok viewers. I'm learning my lesson from last time. Yes, you can see all of that. Perfect. So, now what you're doing when you're setting up a position is you're coming over here. Make sure, I'm not sure if this is still how it works for new users, but make sure autofill is disabled if you're looking to do my copy and paste strategy. If you have autofill enabled, if you put in 1 soul or 10 soul, it's going to make it so you have to buy the same amount of tokens for the upside. You see how it's autofilling? This purple is going to be your Solana. This dotted line is current price. This purple is the token. So traditionally, and on traditional AMMs or traditional liquidity pools, you have to deposit both the token and Solana. The powerful thing about Meteora is that you can deposit only Solana. This eliminates the risk because if you bought the token right here, let's say you bought 10 soul of the token, if the price just comes down from here, you've bought this amount of tokens at this price and now it's going lower. So you're just going to suffer from token depreciation at that point. That is why when I'm doing my copy-paste one-sided Solana strategy, disable autofill, put in 1 or whatever Solana. Let's say we want to put in 8 Solana here. Now it's going to make it so we are starting from the current price and we are going down. Now you can see how on the example we gave over here, if we're anticipating that sort of move to happen, we are going to go over to bid ask again, real quickly. The different shapes of Meteora. What are all of these shapes? They determine where your liquidity is spread out. So this dotted line here is current price. So going down from here, where my cursor is right now, right? You see my cursor? Right over here is probably 1% down or 2% down, something like that. So we have 0.04 soul, 2% down. And as you can see, the spot makes it so it's even throughout the whole price range. So right here, if we go 50% down, this is about 50% down on the chart, right? Somewhere right here, this middle, this is even. Now, what I like to do, and what I recommend, is to go a majority of your liquidity in this bid-ask curve, especially if you're trying to catch the dump. So, now you can see how, closer to the dotted line, there's not as much liquidity. Instead of 0.04 in these earlier price points, there's only 0.01. as you get further down, now we're about 70% into our range. Now we've 0.07 in each bin. So this is going to protect you in the case that it dumps, because when you go spot, you suffer more from something called impermanent loss. Impermanent loss is just a fancy word for your pool is depreciating in value because you're buying the tokens up here and the price is going down. So for example, if this dotted line, if I open my position, this dotted line comes down to here, to the right of this point is going to be purple. That's because the Solana that I had in this area has now been converted to the token. So that would look something like this. It would look something like price coming down to like here. If price came down to here, then I would have about this chunk to the right would be purple, because right, my blue is below this line and the purple is going to be above. So we'll see that in practice a little bit later. But like I'm saying, when it comes down, you are buying more Solana at a higher price. So if you buy more Solana up here, right, with your spot curve, it's going to depreciate more as it goes down because you're converting more of your Solana at a higher price. Bid ask, you're not going to have very much Solana converted at these higher price points. So it's going to protect you from pool depreciation because you're not bidding as much of the token. You're not bidding as much of the token. In this area, than you are down here. So hopefully that makes sense. Now, going back to the whole thing, let's say we want to just set this up and we're planning for one of those dip and bounce examples to happen. So now we might make something like 88%, 82%, something like that. Now we click create position. Perfect. Go ahead, confirm the transaction. And now our liquidity, if we refresh, our position is going to be sitting here. Now you can see, remove drawings, you can see when the price comes down into our range, you're going to start seeing these blue bars get converted to purple bars because, like I said, we're bidding it. So now we're hoping for something like this to happen, comes up, bounce, we can get out for profit. Bang. Why don't you buy a new camera? Is it lagging? Is it lagging yet? Okay, so I have to use OBS and TikTok, and I choose to use the good camera on TikTok because a lot of the engagement comes from there. Sup Crime, what's up KK? Hamburger. Song request, House Money Baby. Wait. House Money Baby Keen. I was thinking of Money Baby by K-Camp. I got you, chill. Hopefully you're still here. Hopefully I didn't lose you. I know you already know all that stuff, but alright, I got you. I still haven't set up a meta account, lol. That trade looks solid though. Alex, how have you not done it? It's okay, I don't blame you, but we are going to make sure you do it. Bro, you should have been LPing Doge. This was a really ideal LP to be in. I assumed you weren't in it because you didn't say anything when I was sending this stuff in the group. But Chill's trying to get my TikTok restricted again. Just kidding. Can I strike you? Love you. Sleep tight, Strike. Get some sleep. I'm probably heading off soon as well. They rugged me on TikTok. You also, Alex, you don't have to set anything up. Sold like 25% at 300k. Nice, Alex. I'm still holding too. You just have to connect your wallet, and like I'm usually super hesitant to connect my wallet to anything, but Meteor is like the one thing that I think you can trust. So you just trade this way 100% of the time? Probably 95% of the time. Occasionally I'll see stuff that I really like. Like I traded Clav Spot back in the day. certain stuff that I can't LP that is like I think is just gonna go straight up. Obviously the method doesn't really work that well on it, but like regardless, bro, if even if you wanted to like if you wanted like an entry on this, technically this isn't like obviously super ideal and optimal, but you can literally set it up so 1 Solana or whatever price you want to enter a coin for is in one bin. So if price drops down even a little bit, it basically just acts as a limit order. You can withdraw your pool, all of your Solana will be converted to the tokens, and you can just use them as like limit orders practically. So only thing you can't do on Meteora technically is market buy and market sell, but technically you can zap out, I guess. But yeah, hopefully that makes sense, Hamburger. I think you kind of understand the applications. You should, Alex. I'll walk you through it if you have any questions. Oh, dang. Actually rugged on TikTok. That's so wild, bro. So wild. Wait, does it not even say I'm live right now? I don't get it. I'm 99% sure they rugged the entire thing. Oh no, it says I'm live. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. Yo, I didn't remember this song. Perfect explanation. Thanks. I should probably timestamp that. It's towards the end of the stream, so it'll be fine. Yeah, I did, Alex. That was crazy. Alex says I saw Met pumped like 30% the other day. That's good for me because I haven't sold any of my tokens from on Met. But I believe in the tech. They're like they're my favorite company I've ever seen. Chill says throwback. You already know. Chill. Aerosol sent me this thing, and I'm starting to. I think it's just a wallet address for me to send money to. Which you're not gonna get any donations. Oh, nice, TikTok. Yes, Alex, that is what I got it from. Real Quant Meteor Knowledge. Hey, thanks, Quills. Quell Shrink. Is that German or something? Was that helpful, by the way, Quell? Felipe, welcome in, Felipe. Sweet. Where are you from, bro? Just curious. Damn, I just realized Chill is up at EST hours. Crazy. Bro's probably in bed, low-key. For the kids that wanna be there. Felipe on TikTok is me. Oh, shit. Hey, thanks for joining. I was like, wait, we're getting some more viewers, but it's just Hamburger. I appreciate you, though. Thanks. We'll look at some of the new graduates. Oh, Sock. Someone sent this earlier. I'm just gonna quickly look through all of these. Chad, I'm just not even opening this because I know the chart is busted. Just because it's been done literally over 100 times. Frog Dog, LARP. Oh yeah, I saw these getting sent earlier. Fork was a token that sent super hard on Ethereum, if I'm not mistaken. I saw a friend of mine play that. Printer token for show right there. The X-Meme mascot, bro, I'm getting so triggered. This scroll wheel, I literally can't scroll out. It's not bad. It's definitely better than a lot of the tickers that are usually we're looking through. To be honest, this is actually not entirely bad. I think I have kind of already missed where I'd want to be in, especially because I'm going to bed soon. This would have been a good area though. Obviously, it's super easy to say in hindsight, but this chart isn't awful looking. Like, it's not that hideous. Probably not going to play that one. Are these all printer tokens? Yeah, they are. Dang. Printer is cooking. They have like 50% of the graduates. Again, it's too late for me to look into this. The airdrop we deserve from Pump Fun. Frog Dog. Yeah, that is disgusting. We can close out of that. We can close out of LARP. This is disgusting as well. Yeah, yikes, bro. No thanks on that. So Sock is actually the best looking one, and then those printer tokens were awful. The printer tokens really don't look awful, if I'm being real with you. A lot of these look not bad to play. I'm just gonna fade it. I know I'm probably gonna have minus EV from fading them, but I'm fine. I'm chilling. I really don't feel a need to trade a lot, just because I've been doing better than normal recently. So whenever you're doing like fine, you're like, okay, I'm happy with the amount we're at. We're just gonna take it slow. That's usually how I feel. But okay, printer tokens look pretty decent, and Sock looks okay. Is the consensus, but again, probably not something I'm gonna play overnight. Yeah, Chill was probably offended that I said that he's in bed. Bro's trading, of course. No, there's not, Alex. What about Soul? Can it still go to 82? I guess it can go to 82. What is it even at right now? Oh, it's 2 a.m., bro. It's at 86, like, very possible for it to go to 82. I believe in Solana in the long term, no matter what. So, like, if you ask me what price Solana will be in 5 years, I'd say over 500. Probably over 1,000, if my thesis lines up. 5 years is a pretty long time, so... Although it's probably been two years since the Solana trenches. Oh, trading in bed. Also, maybe a bottom bid on Mojack. I might bid it here because it's getting vamped on ETH. What does it get? What do you mean? What is it getting vamped on by ETH? Bro, honestly, it's pretty gross that they vamped the Bonk Wojak. Or maybe it wasn't even Bonk. This might have been... It's so OG, it might have actually been Pump Fun. And... No, I think... Maybe someone actually manually created this. I don't know. This was the OG Wojak, though. Alright, Chief Keef. I don't know if that's the vibe right now, bro. Banger. Sosa. Unfortunately, Sosa's getting skipped at this hour. Chill, I'm so glad you like the playlist. Crazy. We got an All That Remains enjoyer and a Baby Keem enjoyer. A rare breed nowadays. But I fucking love All That Remains, though. Like... That was the music I listened to growing up, actually. My brother was a drummer, so like he was into metal a lot, and yeah, we'll have to chop it up about some metal music sometime. Anyways, looking at the other Wojak, my bad. I meant to look at. Probably not a bad idea, Alex. It's so weird to call you Alex now. In my head I just refer to you as Gunna now, but it works. What did Alex say it was getting vamped by? What do you mean it's getting vamped on ETH? What is it getting vamped by? Oh, it's at 25 mil. True. So you're saying like it's probably ripe time. I see the vision. I see the vision for sure. I think it's time to go to bed. I have 3 fucking viewers on TikTok, bro. They actually cooked me. That's so unfortunate. Okay, yeah. I was almost gonna get salty about the restriction earlier, but no point to beat the dead horse. Dogecoin, please go to a mill and I will be chilling. And I think that's all I have to say. What's up, Hamburger? Thanks, Alex, for keeping me company. Chill. I appreciate you too. You guys have made it worth it to stay on. And I'm waiting for Hamburger's last comment, and then we're heading off. I think is the vibe. Make me feel that. When you receive violation during streams on TikTok, you can just end stream and insta go on again. Well, that would have been nice to know. Thanks, Hamburg. That's actually like super helpful. Thank you. Yeah, that would have helped, but it's fine. I get to hang out with the lads. It wasn't as much of a spammy chat, so it's all good. Anyways, good night, Chill. Good night, Alex. Good night, Hamburger. I appreciate all you guys for being in here and keeping me company and hanging out. And we'll be back on tomorrow. I did live shop for some time here. Oh, nice. Interesting. Here, let me drop you a follow on the TikTok. Appreciate you, Felipe, though. Thanks, guys. I'll see you later. And Felipe, if you want to join the chat in my link tree, we have a really good Telegram, and I'm sure you would enjoy hanging out there. All right. Good night, everyone. Good night. Good night. Good night. Peace. 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 Good night, Alex. Good night, Chill.